Hello students. So in today's class we will see about non-stoichiometric defects. We will see about non-stoichiometric defects. Okay? About non-stoichiometric defects. So what did we see in stoichiometric defect? That the ratio of cations and anions and the molecular formula does not change. Okay, the ratio of cations and anions and the molecular formula of the compound does not change, remains fixed. That is, the stoichiometry of the compound remained fixed in stoichiometric defects. But what will happen in a non-stoichiometric defect? Okay, what will happen in a non-stoichiometric defect? What will happen in a non-stoichiometric defect? We will see that. What will happen in a non-stoichiometric? It is exactly opposite to stoichiometric defect. It is exactly opposite to stoichiometric defect. That what will happen? That as a result of defects, in crystal, okay, as a result of defects in crystal, the ratio of cations to anion, will be different from the ideal chemical formula. Will be different from the ideal chemical formula. Okay. So as a result of this type of defect in crystal, the ratio of cations to anions, okay, the ratio of cations to anions will not be same as represented in an ideal chemical formula. For example, let us take an example of ferrous oxide. What is the ratio of iron to oxygen? You can say 2:2 or 1:1. 1:1. Okay, but now, due to the result of this type of non-stoichiometric defect, the ratio of cation to anion will not be same 1:1. It will change. Okay. The ideal chemical formula ratio is 1:1 in FeO, but now the ratio will not be 1:1. The ideal chemical formula ratio will not be satisfied by compound now due to this type of defects. Okay. Now we will see what are these type of defects, because there are two types of non-stoichiometric defects. Okay. There are two types of non-stoichiometric defects. There are two types of non-stoichiometric defects. First one is metal excess defect. And second one is metal deficiency defect. Okay, metal excess defect and metal deficiency defect. Okay, now metal excess defect is also of two types. Metal excess defect metal excess defect due to anion vacancies, okay, and metal excess defect due to extra cations at interstitial site, okay. Metal excess defect is of two types: metal excess defect due to anion vacancies and metal excess defect due to extra cation at interstitial site, okay. So broadly the non-stoichiometric defects are classified in the two types: metal excess defect and metal deficiency defect. Again, metal excess defect is of two types: metal excess defect due to anion vacancies and metal excess defect due to extra cations at the interstitial sites. So we will see now detail these two in the coming video.